What's up, Ace Nation? I'm your host, Taylor Pacelli, here with reporter Luke Steiner, who attended the Athens vs. Alexander game tonight. So tell me, I know the game was very emotional, so how was the atmosphere at the beginning of the game?
The atmosphere was definitely something that you had to be there to experience. The crowd, it honored all cancer fighters and survivors at tonight's game. This included even a sophomore for Alexander, Kinley Gwynn, who had cancer when she was just 18 months old. She's now 15 years cancer-free.
So tell me, getting into the game, what was the overall pace?
The overall pace of the game was really exciting. There was many runs in the game. There wasn't a whole lot of defense. Athens had the most runs, and their ability to keep those runs going and score more points turned out to be effective in the end. Going into set one, Alexander may have been a little bit too excited from their pregame. It was a set of runs for Athens. They had a 10-4 lead after Sarah Webb served for 6 straight points. There was another Athens run to make the score 16-6, causing Alexander to call a timeout. The Lady Bulldogs came victorious at the first set, 25-16. Going into set two, it looked exactly the same as set one. Athens started the set 6-0 before a service error. Alexander marched back to trail by 2, 11-9. The score was 14-13 before Alexander pushed it to 18-14 and came out victorious 25-16. The game of runs continued in set three as Athens started on an early run with the score 15-10. Athens called a timeout. The score remained tight for the rest of the set before the Bulldogs pulled it out 25-21. And in set four, another close set started with an Athens run, making the score 6-0. Athens had a couple more runs to push the score to 20-15. The Athens Bulldogs pulled away with the fourth set, 25-20. They took the match 3-1, along with the TVC crown in conference. The Lady Bulldogs finished conference play with an undefeated record.
Obviously, Athens took the win tonight. So what was their advantage? Because I know the sets were very tight. Tell me what made them have the advantage over Alexander.
Their advantage tonight was their ability to keep their runs going. They had the experience from their seniors and their older players with their tougher games that they played in their schedule early on, and that helped them keep their runs going, to be able to score more points and come back from the big runs that Alexander had also.
Well, it seems like the girls had a really great game, both sides, Athens and Alexander, even under the emotional circumstance. Thanks, Luke. To check out more content, make sure to go to woub.org/sports or follow us on Twitter @WOUBSports. Covering the Athens County area, I'm Taylor Pacelli and this is Luke Steiner. Can you dig it?